Melzer.
Hello, everyone. We're all here to honor Julian Assange, to remind people that he is still in Hellmarsh Prison, which is about 7 or 8 miles from where we're standing, and that he has been there more or less in solitary confinement for 1,465 days. For telling the truth. For telling the truth, he has not committed any crimes at all. And I want to make two comments. One is picking up on what Gordon said about someone who spoke earlier today and others who say that WikiLeaks, the publications of WikiLeaks, have caused the deaths of other people. That is not true, of course. They were very responsible about redacting names of any material which they published, unlike the Guardian journalists, Luke Harding, and I cannot remember the name of the other one. It's gone from David Lee, who didn't care. So it's not Julian or WikiLeaks that caused people in those leaked documents for their safety to be jeopardized. Julian is, just following on from that, if he goes to the States and is tried in a kangaroo court in camera in West Virginia, in the United States, he will be found guilty. Make no mistake about that. There is nothing that will be fair about this judicial process, nothing that is just or fair about the judicial process to which he is being subjected now. He will then face 175 years in a supermax prison in intolerable conditions in the United States. The man who complained this morning was concerned about the deaths of people. Anyone who thinks that Julian Assange should be sent to the States to face 175 years in a supermax prison wants to kill him. They want to murder him judicially. So this great concern about the deaths of people should also apply to anyone who is unjustly being held in a court anywhere in the world for journalistic activity. I'm going to end by reading his own words, because the other thing which is happening to Julian Assange is that he is silenced. And not only is he silenced, he has disappeared. He's not here with us. Somebody again showed me this morning a photograph and said, "This is a recent one, isn't it?" And I said, no, there have been no photographs to be shown to the public of Julian Assange since April 2019, April 11, 2019. That's it. And some dim ones from prison vans as he's being shipped into court. He is being disappeared. He is being silenced. He is not here with us today. However, a book called Julian Assange, in his own words, has been published, and it's well worth reading those words. And I'm going to read what he said to follow up on what Deepa spoke about. Process is the punishment. He said, now he's speaking from the past, as it were. He's not speaking about today, generally. The Obama administration, supported by varying degrees by its Western allies, that's the UK, that's Australia, that's New Zealand, that's that disgusting fascist place called Canada. And I've just lost my, I'm not going to read it out because, hang on, it's disappeared. It's because I named my native country. Oh, very disparaging.
I'm going to read another quote from Julian Assange while Jeannie is sorting out her technology. He said, when he was asked why he published the Iraq war logs, he said, "I hope it creates disincentives for engaging in immoral conduct in war, disincentives in engaging in war crimes in Iraq and in other places. It gives the victims of war in Iraq a sense of justice, a better understanding of how war goes and how war goes wrong. Possibly the most valuable thing to come out of it." These are the words of Julian Assange.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Julian Assange.
And these are the words of Julian Assange. Process is the punishment. The Obama administration, supported by varying degrees by its Western allies, in the last 8 years has prosecuted and investigated more publishers and journalists under the Espionage Act, US legislation by the by, we are here in the UK, than all previous presidencies combined. What a number of these cases have in common is not simply that they are recent or that they are conducted sometimes without any charge, or that there are abuses in the formal process. It is that a technique has been developed in the West where the process was clearly and is clearly the punishment. And more and more and more people are being punished through process as we stand here. Thank you. Free Julian Assange!
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 Free Julian Assange!